Hello. I'd like to share a little bit with you today, kind of a show and tell session. I introduced you yesterday to Henry and Lynn Lowing. They were pictured in the charitable contributions brochure. Henry Lowing was the school overseer in the hall that I was in, and he assigned me to the #1 part, effective reading, 6 times in a row. It was a frustrating thing to be in the school and to be worn down by attrition by this man who had the power to break my back and had no self-control in preventing himself from attempting to do that. Just to give you a little bit about the mindset of the one in that brochure, the happy smiling man they named Alan, the fictitious person that they used to create an imagined concept in the minds of the members that there are people actually giving all sorts of charitable donations to this arrangement. Well, I'd like to show you today a little bit about me. Since exiting the Watchtower Society cult, I am now taking legal classes. This is my textbook, Legal Research and Writing, an Integrated Approach. I read a chapter of this book a week. I'd like you to see my grades to date in this course. Okay. Here they are. As you see, there's 600 for the whole semester. These are my studies throughout the weeks. These are my grades. This is my grade to date, 398 points out of 400, 99.50%. The reason why I shared that information with you was to let you witness that I'm not a stupid person. And though I was treated with indignity in many cases in my tenure as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, I really hold no bitterness toward these people, the ones in power, among the 34 elders that were in my hall. This is how I have fun. I take a little T-ball and I put some, this is gunpowder green tea. It's a very powerful antioxidant, fights cancer. And then I take, this is a pill crusher, and in here I put something called cardamom. It's an Indian seed, also called alechi in the Nepali language. And I put my own pieces of orange peel that I dry myself in this little pill crusher, and I crush that up like so into a little fine powder. And you can pick the shells out. There's like a piece of shell which is pretty wasteful. I guess you could use it for tea. And then I pour that into my little tea ball. Then I put a little piece of flour. This is called calendula. It's in the dandelion family. And then I take peppermint, like that. See, peppermint leaves. And I take a good amount of peppermint, put that there, like that. And then I have my cup. This is my insulated cup, and I wait for the water to boil. It should be done. Yep. You have to be careful you don't burn yourself. See, I'm spilling it all over, but who cares? Then I just wait. It has a little lid. What I do is I just keep shaking cup. It's got a lid on it. You can almost turn it upside down. Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks coffee, by the way, but I do like their cups on occasion. Oh, actually, I got this one from Walmart, $10. I like this one the best. The Starbucks cups I wouldn't recommend because I found that sometimes they crack after you use them for about 30 or 40 times. But anyway, I just keep shaking it up. Shaken, not stirred, like James Bond. And then I have this cup, which I have my Fonz cup too, but I like this cup because this cup distributes the heat. See, there's a kind of a tannish color to this. And this distributes the heat quickly, so it becomes drinkable. You just put a little bit in there and keep the rest in there. And that's how I have fun. So, I hope you all having a good day today. And if you got any vids, put them up. I'd like to see what you do for fun. Ciao.